What's going on, Audioholics? Tyler and Logan here from Audioholics Anonymous, and today we bring to you a review of 1981's Halloween-O-Thon, directed by Rick Rosenthal, who is not John Carpenter, although John Carpenter and Deborah Hill did co-write this movie and produce it.
Yeah.
It does include the return of actors such as Donald Pleasence and Jamie Lee Curtis from the original film, though Michael Myers was not played by Nick Castle in this movie. I forget who did play him. It was, Dick Warlock was his name.
Yeah, Dick Warlock!
Dick Warlock!
Yeah, so this is an ongoing series where we are reviewing every Halloween movie up to the release of Halloween Kills. So, without further ado, this one I think can be a little bit quicker because we don't have a ton to say.
Basically, I'll run through my positives. So, I really enjoyed the synthy score in this movie. No, it's not as good as Halloween 1's score, but it's still pretty cool, and I think some songs are actually more intense and creepy in this version, such as, like, the theme when Michael Myers is chasing Laurie, the like, they add the synthy thing and the orchestral elements. I think it's more effective.
Yeah, I'm a little bit mixed on it. Like he said, it's not as good as 1978 Halloween, but it does work. It works for the atmosphere that the movie's trying to go for, and honestly, even though I think if I remember correctly, Escape from New York came out a couple years after this movie, it almost seems like they got some Escape from New York in their Halloween, which makes sense because the music was written by the same people. But, I think it works, but it's not as good as 1978, so I'm a little bit mixed on it.
So this movie starts immediately after the last movie ends, and, as a result, I would suggest watching Halloween 2 as a double feature with Halloween 1. I think it's best enjoyed in that context for numerous reasons. But a big one is just that, the pace is much quicker than Halloween 1. The kills start almost immediately, and Michael breaks into the hospital continuing to kill people, and, it never really stops. I'd say it gets more intense in the third act, but the movie, from front to back, is much more of a fast-paced movie than Halloween 1, which the entire first half of the movie was Michael stalking Laurie and the friends. So, for that reason, if you're watching it as a standalone experience, I think it's more fun, but it also isn't as impactful. That's why I would say watch it as a double feature. If you do that, then the pacing problem is not a thing, and it's just a continuation of the third act of Halloween 1, which was already fast and intense.
Yeah, and to, build off of something he said, more fun. That is, I think, this movie's biggest strong point. This is, up to this point, the most fun Halloween movie that I've seen up to this point. It is, it kind of reminds me of Alien. It kind of reminds me of H.R. Giger's Alien. And,
Ridley Scott directed.
Oh, Ridley Scott. I'm sorry, H.R. Giger did the designs for Alien. Yeah. I'm sorry. But yeah, Ridley Scott's Alien. And, I think that's a pretty interesting concept. Basically, most of the movie takes place in a hospital. And Laurie is in the hospital, and turns out Mike Myers, despite being shot 6 times, mind you.
God, that's hilarious. So even in the beginning of the movie, they recap the shots, and it's 7 times. But in, the very next scene, the fucking...
I shot him 6 times!
I shot him 6 times!
You know what, though? That wouldn't even be so bad if they didn't keep going.
I know! It comes back later.
Times.
It's I shot him 6 times!
And that's, such a weird line, too. It's first of all, you're so confident about being wrong objectively. And 2, who says that? I shot Osama bin Laden 3 times in
he was, incredulous because Michael got up and ran away. He's what the fuck? I shot this motherfucker 6 times! How is he still walking?
6 times!
6 times! No. Donald Pleasence is a gem.
He is a gem. He is the king of camp.
He's the best.
But, But back to my original point, this is just a fun movie.
It really is. It's so fun.
The kills are better than 1978's Halloween.
Yeah. Oh my god, like the kill where he's like dipping the nurse in the scalding water and her face is like melting off. Holy shit.
They are more, not only are they more fun kills, they're more gory kills.
They are.
But, you know, if you enjoy shit like the Saw movies, you would definitely, I think, enjoy Halloween 2 over the first Halloween movie.
Yeah, that's like a big mark against it for a lot of people. It's like, even at the time, the kills weren't really that interesting, but like, I enjoy that, like, he kills people just like a dude would. Like, he chokes people.
Yeah.
In this movie, he is decidedly more superhuman.
That's definitely, I guess, a controversial thing. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think they both work for different reasons. The first movie, I think Mike Myers is a little bit more realistic. The second movie, he's a bit more of a fucking sadist, you know? He doesn't just want to kill you, he wants to fucking destroy you and torture you and literally waterboard you in scalding hot water.
Yeah, so, I don't know, this was going to be a shorter one from the start. We just didn't really have that much different to say about it. It's a really fun movie. I'd say Halloween 1 is scarier, but this movie is definitely more fun.
Either way, I recommend, like he said, checking both of them out, preferably one right after the other.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry, we should get into our ratings first.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this movie an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah. So, I think that if I were to rate Halloween 1, it would be an 8.5 out of 10. If I were to rate Halloween 2, it would be a 7.5. And the main reason for that is, and yeah, I have to address the elephant in the room, the subplot where Michael Myers is Laurie's sister and shit like that. Sorry about the dogs, but...
You mean brother?
Or brother, whatever. Even the dogs are pissed off about this plot device. Whatever, but otherwise, it's just a fun movie.
Yeah. So what did you guys think about Halloween 2? Let us know in the comments section below. And without further ado, we bid you...
Audio do!
Bye.
Bye, everyone.